Hello, Dehesa here, and this week I'm starting a new series that I'm calling 10 Awakenings on My Journey as a Heart-Centered or slash spiritual coach. And the idea behind this was that I was looking back at myself 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, or 5 years ago, and I was thinking to myself, what are the things that I know now that I will have said to myself 4 years ago that I didn't know, that could have helped me speed up my growth and have more of an impact faster. This is what I'm sharing with you in this series. So every day for 10 days, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks, I'm going to be sharing all these 10 awakenings that I have had on my journey. And I had to jog my memory a little bit. I had to think about myself 4 years ago when I first started this journey. And the first awakening that I can think of to share with you, when I think about it now, even today, like now I have practiced it so much and it has become so ingrained in me, but I can see how that is the foundation of any growth. That's the foundation of me even having the ability to take action, and to not stop myself and stuff like that. And so about 4 years ago, I had this idea that I wanted to share my own awakenings when it came to like energy awakenings, or like from my energy trainings and stuff like that, and combine that with business growth, because that was my background. My background is like online marketing and stuff like that. But I had done that for a few years, but it had gotten to a point 4 years ago when I felt like there was so much to it than just strategy. There was so much to it than just like knowing the how to. There's so much about energy that goes behind it, because when I personally started applying the energy principle, I saw how my business was growing. I was getting clients much easier. And so that's what I decided to start sharing. I was like, I need to share this with the world, right? But here's what happened. So once I came to that realization, I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I kept going back and forth, because somewhere inside of me, I was so afraid of what other people were going to think of me. Maybe my parents or my sisters or my siblings, or like I just said that, or my friends, or people people that know me are going to think differently of me, or vice, or so on and so forth. So I was very, very scared, and so I kept going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And the other thing is that I was getting good money from my website design business and my online marketing business. So it was really scary to really take the leap, right? And I remember that each time I would be like, I'm going to do it. Each time I was like, I'm going to leave this behind me and really take the leap. I'll get another client that'll be like, oh, I'm going to pay you money, and then I'll get stuck back again, until one day I made the decision. I decided that no matter what, I was going to do it. No matter what the consequences were going to be, because I just couldn't take it. In my heart, I really was aching to share myself in that way with the world. And the point here is that the moment that I decided, everything started falling into place. Everything started aligning for me to receive, or for me to have the opportunity to do exactly what I said I was going to do. Along the way, I also had challenges, but because by then I had made the decision, right, there was no going back, that I was going to do this. It was very simple and much easier for me to just keep my eye on what I wanted to create, right? This actually, I had to kind of strengthen this ability in me along the way, because even when it came to, for example, when I said to myself, oh, okay, I know there are a lot of coaches in the world that make 5 figures a month in their coaching, right? And at first I was like, oh, that would be nice. Can you guess what? It didn't happen. right? It didn't happen until I made the decision. I decided, right? I decided that even though I didn't know how I was going to do it, even though I had no clue how possible it was going to be, even though I had all these limiting beliefs actually in my mind also, even though I had all these ideas that only certain kind of people can do it, not people that have accents like me, because I had an accent, and that was one of my biggest insecurity, was that, oh my God, because I have an accent, no one is going to even listen to me, let alone pay me for my services, and let alone pay me thousands of dollars for my services. Until one day I decided that no matter what, even though I didn't know how I was going to make it happen, right, that I was going to learn how to make it happen. I was going to get mentored into making it happen, right? Even though I didn't have blonde eyes, blonde hair, even though I didn't have blue eyes, even that, all those limitations that I literally just put upon myself, right? These are thoughts that I was thinking. Even though I was African, even though I had an accent, even though blah, 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 I was going to learn how to make it happen. And then it made it happen. And then all the opportunities showed up for me to actually make it happen. Right? So for me, one of my most important awakenings on this journey as a coach has been that no matter what it is that you want to create, no matter what it is that I want to create, right, it really starts with you or me deciding that I really want to create that, which means I'm willing to face myself along the way, which means that no matter what, I'm going to find a way to make it happen. And once you decide, this is kind of like a little magical, right, that I have found. Once you make the decision, and I practice this over and over and over again. I have practiced this whenever I reach like a roadblock in my business, whether it's income wise, or whether it's impact wise, or whether it's like a client relationships and stuff like that. Each single time, whenever I reach an obstacle, I look at it as, oh, okay, now it's my decision. It's my opportunity for me to decide which way I want it, right? It doesn't have to be one way or another, right? You get to decide, and it applies in every single area, right? And so that's my biggest awakening. One of my biggest awakenings that I've had on my journey as a coach is that it all starts with decision, and that no matter what I want to create, or no matter what you want to create in your life, in your coaching, that if you first decide, make the decision, not that, oh, okay, I want it, but, right, or I don't think it's possible. Even though we may have those doubts, we can still decide. Even though I don't know how to make it happen right now, I can still decide that that's how I want it, and literally like ask my brain, show me how, right? Show me how, right? All right, so that's the end of day 1 of my 10 awakenings on my journey as a spiritual / heart-centered coach. Stay tuned for day 2 tomorrow. See ya. Bye.